Episode 53. Say 53.
53. The great are good.
And the episode, as you just heard, dedicated to Mean Gene Oakerlund.
The life and legacy.
He is not a legend. He is the legend.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree on that.
Definitely the best, in my opinion, the best non-wrestling personality.
Him and Heenan are like the two guys.
Yep.
I don't think there's a popular backstage segment that didn't involve him.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, Michael Cole getting raped by Heidenreich.
Or
Mean Gene would have never let that happen.
Or Val Venus had
Val Venus
choppy pee pee.
getting his wiener
pee
chopped
choppy, whatever.
All right, let's talk about the golden years. There wasn't a scene that he wasn't in.
Oh,
backstage.
yeah.
Yeah.
The golden years, absolutely not.
And he was there too. I mean, like, you got to think, like, I've seen a lot of people like, oh, Mean Gene's legendary, blah blah blah. It's all WWF. It's all Hogan and Macho Man and stuff like that. But it's like, he made WCW too.
Yep.
He was there for most of WCW. Like
WCW was him, Tony Schiavone, and Buffer were like, and probably Bobby the Brain.
I'd say Mike Tenay too.
Oh, true.
I was a huge Mike Tenay fan. I think that was the reason I watched so much TNA when it first started, because it was Mike Tenay was their lead announcer, and I'm just a fan of a play-by-play. Mike Tenay is one of my favorites. I
still don't like Tony Schiavone.
I love Tony Schiavone.
There's a guy that does English commentary for New Japan, and he sounds just like Tony Schiavone if I'm not paying attention. And I always think it's Tony.
Kevin Kelly?
I don't know which one. I can never figure it out. But it sounds just like Tony Schiavone. I'll pay more attention next time.
Is it the play-by-play guy?
It's probably Don Callis. They have a similar timbre to their voice.
Is Don the one that's pro heels? He's like,
yes.
Then it's not him. It's the other one.
It's Kevin Kelly. Kevin Kelly used to do backstage stuff for WWE.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once Michael Cole started doing
commentary,
yeah.
Which speaking of that, like, sometimes I forget how early that Michael Cole started doing commentary, because he's been doing commentary since like '98.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You don't think about him until like Ruthless Aggression.
He was that little fucking dork with a goatee.
Yeah.
And he always had the denim shirt on.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
Michael
he looked
Cole
like he stole his
backstage.
dad's outfit.
No, like even like his commentary career.
Oh yeah.
Like, even when he was still doing backstage stuff, he was already on commentary, for a lot of stuff, because if he wasn't, like, I mean, JR was gone on and off constantly because he was constantly getting fired or quitting because of Vince's fucking shenanigans.
Yep.
And I mean, Michael Cole is an Attitude Era commentator.
Yeah.
Like, people don't think about that.
Yeah. And then they switched to the 3-man.
Yeah.
And they all wore the stupid fucking denim shirts.
I mean, to me personally, one of my favorite commentary teams of all time was Paul Heyman and JR. I thought that because Paul Heyman is similar to the King, where he's outlandish, and JR's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I think they worked off so well, especially because that was when Heyman was still very much the, well, I see a match like this, but it's nothing like what we would have done in ECW. You know, like I always loved that. Off topic already, as usual.
The heel Northerner and the good old boy Southerner.
Yeah. But no, Mean Gene is, I mean, he is just the best. I never met him, but I physically ran into him one time at Access at WrestleMania 31. I was walking by the Elimination Chamber, and I was kind of like, whoa. And I physically bumped into Gene Oakerlund, and I apologize.
So, God damn it, son.
So technically you met him.
Yeah. And then I kind of stepped away because they were trying to set up an interview. I honestly forget who he interviewed, but so I just stood there and watched him. I have a picture somewhere. I could probably figure out who he interviewed by looking at the picture.
Was it Heidenreich?
Could have. No, Mean Gene, absolutely A+.
What else did that guy do? He didn't do anything else.
No.
Full on rape Michael Cole, and that was about it.
I mean, DX, if you think they sexually harassed a lot of the backstage interviewers.
Yeah, they sexually harassed everybody.
I mean, Coach, why is Coach wearing a thong? That's my first question. And second,
Make his ass look great.
I mean, Coach does have a great ass. He probably still does. He looks like he hasn't aged a day.
No, he always looked middle-aged.
Jonathan Coachman in 98 and Jonathan Coachman in 2018, 2019 looks the same.
It's just a heavier version of himself.
Well, yeah, because he works at ESPN, and they get fat when you work at ESPN. Yeah, pretty much. All right, you have a card. Let's go.
Let's start from the top. Jay White sucks a bag of dicks.
He does.
Is a bag of dicks. I don't know. Fucking Jay White.
Nobody gives a shit about
that he is.
Jay White. I don't know. Making him the leader of the Bullet Club is.
We'll get back to all this. This is just what was on the card already when we got down here.
Yeah.
I wrote it some time ago, and it still rings true.
It does. So certain things I think we're going to talk about a lot more. Let's touch real quick on the flavor of the day, which is a really poor choice of words. Priscilla Kelly.
I get it.
Yeah, it's wrestling. It's fake. She broke kayfabe and said, "Guess what? It's a work." Because the fuck.
Yeah.
And people are freaking out about it. If you don't know, she Joey Ryan'd it and pulled a tampon out of somewhere.
Her vagina.
And put it in someone's mouth. I don't even know who she was wrestling. I don't think it really matters. Tuna?
Yep.
Is that really the wrestler's name?
Yep.
There's a lot of vagina jokes.
Yep.
Again.
Yep.
But it's wrestling.
It's wrestling. Ew, but it's wrestling. I don't know.
It's no different than the Joey Ryan thing. It's no different than Mr. Sacco.
Yeah.
It's a little different than Mr. Sacco.
I mean, but you're still pulling something out of your pants.
No, I understand.
Mick used to use a used sock, and then the boys started complaining.
And Joey has a pocket in there.
well, obviously.
Yeah.
It helps because it makes his dong look way bigger.
Yeah, I saw it clear as day last time he wrestled.
So
what are you looking at, Joey Ryan?
I'm not going to use. I'm not.
It was him versus AG. I was excited.
I'm not just going to use WWE as the example, but you can go back into WWE and find a million things that are grosser than this.
Oh yeah.
Recently, 5 years, you can find things that are grosser than this.
We weren't immediately offended about a bra and panties match. Yet we can talk about this. Like it's the worst thing in the world.
No, it was
Michael
a spot.
Cole got raped by a guy.
This is gonna be
That's the running gag.
That's the episode title.
Michael Cole got raped by a guy? I don't think so. That's not going to look good on the YouTube search. I mean, it might. I don't know. So we did an episode called Intergender Belly Button, and it became one of our most popular episodes for some reason.
If we name it that, Michael Cole might have to address it to say that it didn't actually happen, which is kind of publicity in its own right.
I don't think that's true, and also they will not mention us. If they can't even be brought to mention New Japan, they're not going to mention the fact that Michael Cole got raped, and we talked about it on
Baby steps.
No. Moving on. I like Priscilla Kelly, so it was a spot. Some people liked it, some people didn't. It's wrestling. Like, stop taking shit so seriously all the time.
I didn't care for it, but it is what it is. You know, no big deal.
If you don't like it, just move on.
I've seen grosser things in wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. I feel like I'm slurring today. Am I drunk?
I don't know.
You drank less coffee than you normally do.
Well, I just pounded a Rockstar before we started.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I don't want to, I'm starting to feel...
Rockstar and coffee are completely different. One's an energy drink, one's coffee.
Well, I got the new Rockstars, the X-Durance ones that have like 300 milligrams of caffeine in them.
You lost me at milligrams. I don't know what those are.
They're little grams.
Smaller grams. Not Mr. Bagshaw.
Yeah.
Oh. And...
I get it, because his name is Graham.
It is, but it's spelled differently.
It's spelled like graham cracker, not like graham of cocaine.
Yeah. Someone say Mike's name so he doesn't feel bad.
Mike.
Thank you.
He's going to be so excited. I'm going to ruin it right now, but he's going to be so excited that we didn't mention him in his pants at the same time.
I think we did when we were watching Jay White earlier.
What?
That's something about pants. Didn't we talk about pants?
We were talking about Okada.
Okada wasn't wearing pants, but Jericho was, and Mike probably isn't.
Definitely isn't.
The world, black is white,
dude,
up
it's
is
not
down.
Even noon yet. He's
dogs and cats living
pants.
together.
Yeah,
well, he also lives in Texas.
He lives
like
in
2 hours
he lives in
behind
Dallas,
us.
which is an hour.
Two.
It's
not central.
So it's what?
Isn't it Mountain Time?
It's
I
Mountain
don't
Time.
fucking know.
Yeah.
It's Vader time. Fucking
Yeah.
who knows?
Vader's awesome. I love Vader. Anyways.
It's 5 o'clock
Vader,
all the time.
Vader Foley,
time.
WCW, best feud of all time.
It's
in my
420
opinion.
somewhere, man.
It's always 420. I don't give a shit about if it's 420 or not. I don't smoke at 420 because I don't want to be...
Because it's far too early in the day.
That sounds so hipster of you.
That's when the man wants you to smoke. And also, it's not early. I'm home by 420.
Oh, yeah, you don't have kids.
I'm in the car at 420.
The fuck does that have to do with anything? Don't you watch your... Never mind. We don't want CPS showing up.
No. No, that's like an after-bed treat.
After they're in
After
bed.
bed treat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, on the 31st, New Year's Eve, some will call it.
I had a pretty mellow party. It was a good time.
And nobody gives a shit about your party because I was at the real party to end the year, to start the new, not millennium, not century. Oh, it was really nothing of importance because it was
just
2018.
another day.
It was just ending a shit year, starting another shit year.
Hey, man. Life is what you make it.
If you don't,
Life's a garden, dig it.
if you don't
keep on
stop
keeping
and take
on.
a look around, you might miss it. Are we fucking Ferris Buellering this
Oh,
shit?
you went Ferris Bueller. I went Joe Dirt, but yeah.
You like to see homos naked?
No, man. I mean, it's cool, but
I love that movie. I don't give a shit what anyone says. I think that movie's hysterical.
they made a second one, and I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't either.
haven't seen
I
it
have no
either.
intention,
Wait,
really.
have I?
Maybe.
I don't know.
That might be the best thing Kid Rock's ever done.
It was on... Fuck off. It was on Crackle.
Yeah, it was a Crackle
Crackle
exclusive for a while. Because Sony just made it and said, fuck it, here you
Crackle's like a...
I know what Crackle is.
Okay.
Why did you say fuck off about Kid Rock? I need to now know what the best thing Kid Rock ever did was.
fucking Devil Without a Cause.
Oh, that's true.
That
go.
album
Platinum!
was
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, Cocky was good, too. I like that.
Was
album.
it? I don't know.
The one like Cocky.
I remember Bull God being my jam.
Dude,
Anyways.
that song's still great.
Yeah,
Like,
I listen to that album every now and then. Anyways,
that is
hold on.
like perfect 90s
New
rap
Year's
rock.
Eve.
Yeah.
Picture it. New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
2018.
You like to see homos
little
naked.
fun.
Yeah, it's cool. So, I went to Beyond Wrestling Heavy Lies of the Crown.
At the White Eagle.
The White Eagle in Worcester, Massachusetts.
So that was like the one night that week that Tom Collins wasn't at the White Eagle. He spends a lot of time
No,
there
he's
now.
dead.
Oh, man, his ghost was at my party.
Fuck. Heavy Lies of the Crown, their now what seems like annual New Year's Extravaganza. It was not as good as last year. However, it was still one of the better shows I've been to recently. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought that it hit all the right notes. It wasn't overly long. It wasn't like the show didn't start till 9 o'clock, and we were out by 12:30, 12:45. So it really wasn't bad. I was home by like 1:15.
That's not bad.
Like, and we dropped someone off on the way home, so it wasn't really that bad.
Did you stop at McDonald's on the way home?
No.
Oh, yeah, because they fucking close.
Yeah, that one closes.
Ugh.
I
Off the fucking
I
highway.
had to drop off Dan at the Comfort Inn across from the Auburn Mall.
Oh.
So I mean, I could have stopped somewhere, but I was like, you know what? I'm fucking tired, and I just want to go home and go to sleep. Anyways, great show. Did a lot of things that I was happy with. So first and foremost, I was worried that David Starr would not be making an appearance because of his injury. He did show up. He did a quick squash just to, move some storylines forward. The promos cut by David Starr and Chris Dickinson were awesome. Both guys put on a hell of a promo. It was a simple match. It was like an elbow and a Pazuzu bomb, and that was it. It was quick. Also, another injured performer allegedly was MJF, and he put on a hell of a match with Chris Statlander. It was awesome.
She's from outer space.
She is, and I think it was Stephen Dumang was the ref, was very upset that she kept trying to use mind control during her match. I mean, it happened.
She's so good.
Her and MJF worked really well together. I was
They're
really
dating?
surprised. No.
Who?
Alley Cat.
Alley Cat and
Yes.
MJF.
Yeah. Allegedly, as far as I know.
No, they definitely are.
Because I know the coach.
Or at least they used to.
Coach, God, what's his name?
Mamone.
Mamone, yeah. He dressed on Halloween. He dressed up as Alley Cat and said, I dressed up your girlfriend to give you motivation, and it was really awkward and really funny. But anyways, God, what else? Oh, should I just spit on the mic?
That's right. I spit on the floor.
It's true. I saw it. It was in slow motion to me, and it was fucking weird.
Yeah, it was pretty gross. Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy versus Tracy. Actually, look, we'll get back to that in a second. Returning Eddie Kingston versus Stokely Hathaway, the hardest working man in sports and entertainment.
He's been wrestling a lot lately.
He has, and he's getting good. He's not, fucking
tall.
Well, no,
athletic.
But the thing is, the guy has some work ethic, and when he
that's
does
how
a
you
move,
become the hardest working man.
How tall do you think he is? 5'6", 5'8"?
Probably.
Yeah, he's just north of.
But he's got a character that he's created that is such an outlandish stereotype of who he is.
And he knows exactly who he is. And he nails it
looking
perfectly.
for the word character.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah. I love Stoke. I think Stoke is fantastic.
I wish he'd buy cardigans that fit him though. He's always wearing super baggy cardigans, and it fucking for some reason irritates the shit out of me.
So this was quick though. It was a number one contender for the independent wrestling.tv.
Oh, so our next one is nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Beyond's getting another championship?
No. Powerbomb.tv is now independent wrestling.tv. Yes. So this was the number one contendership for the title. This was a quick squash. There was a lot of talking, and then a powerbomb through some chairs, and the match was over. Eddie Kingston is number one contender. That was pretty much the whole match. There was the opening contest was a WWR match. 6 women or 8 women? 8 women. One team was Kimberly, Skylar, Kylie Ray, and Willow. No, not Willow.
No, because that was the other thing.
Shit.
You guys don't even prepare for your own
You weren't
segments.
even there.
Right, but I'm going to find out first.
Probably.
The other side was what? O'Hara,
Shotzi.
Yep.
And then Hello Wicked and... Not Hello Wicked. Oh my God.
Oh, the...
Holodead and...
Thunder Rosa.
The Twisted Sisters.
Thunder Rosa, yeah. Twisted, thank you. I'm fucking...
I only saw highlights of it.
It was a good match. It was a great match. Skylar, holy shit. Like, every time I see her, she just gets better and better and better. And she's super young. She's in her early to mid-20s. And this woman is just constantly getting better and better. And it's not like she's bad. She doesn't even really have to get better. She could just keep doing what she's doing, but she's always innovating and always trying something new. And holy fuck, like if she is not on the radar of top promotions, then those top promotions are not paying attention.
For Ring of Honor.
Yeah, because she did a Women of Honor for them.
Yeah, and she was there at Lowell at the house show.
Yeah, like Ring of Honor, just whenever they go to a local place, they bring in local guys.
Yeah. But it was nice. It was her and Deanna versus 2 other people that I don't remember.
Actually get to Deanna in a minute.
I don't know.
Okay, anyways.
She's attractive. But I looked up.
This is true.
That's also the way that I felt about Chris Statlander, not to pull completely away yet, but like I remember when she wrestled John Silver, like her first intergender for Beyond, I said to the guy next to me, I was like, I can never tell if she's not good or if it's the other person that she wrestles that's not good. And then literally she's had nothing but bangers ever since. So she clearly found her wheelhouse.
I think Chris Statlander, so she has to find a happy medium between being a talented wrestler and being a semi-comedy wrestler.
Right.
Because her gimmick is a comedy wrestling gimmick.
Yep.
Nobody uses psychic powers in a straight-laced wrestling gimmick.
Right.
It's just not the way it is.
But what if she has them? Aren't you going to use them?
Like Taker? That would make sense.
Yeah. Like he has these
no.
powers,
That's
so
a
he's gonna
completely
use them.
different time.
No, I know.
That is.
Remember that time that
Apples
Bray
and-
Wyatt made bugs go on
So
the
would
ring?
you compare it to?
That was
Could you
fun.
compare it to Finn Balor?
No, Finn Balor just gets extra juice.
Finn Balor to me it's like a
roids.
Jekyll and Hyde thing.
Yeah.
You know, which is science.
You gonna bring the demons out of me?
Hey,
I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day.
So now Orange Cassidy.
Do you want me to go through the entire
No.
thing?
Orange Cassidy versus Tracy Williams for the Independent Wrestling Championship.
How was Tracy?
Tracy was Tracy. You know, he's a super talented guy. He's got honestly, for his size, he has one of the most powerful chops I've ever seen.
Yeah.
When he chops you feel it. His first chop left a black handprint on Orange Cassidy. It was brutal. So the whole bit of the match for the first 10 minutes was Orange Cassidy refused to take his hands out of his pocket, and he was wrestling with his hands in his pocket, and it was super entertaining.
He's very good at.
Well,
That kip
so
up,
I
which
was worried that this was going to be an Orange Cassidy match for longer than it should have been, but about 10 minutes in, you see that moment that he does in his match where his brain snaps and he starts wrestling.
Yeah. Mhm.
And it became one of the most technical, just great spot matches of the year. It was all over the place. I mean, I think his first, I'm mad I have to wrestle now was a destroyer. It was just out of nowhere, too. It got crazy quickly. Once again, some people might not understand that Orange Cassidy is not one of those comedy wrestlers who does it because he's not good at wrestling.
Yeah.
He's one of those comedy wrestlers who does it because it's funny to him, and he's also one of the best wrestlers on the planet.
Yeah.
Have you seen the documentary that he did about the character?
Yes.
I have not, but I'm going to watch that.
He talks about how he was sick of trying and not being noticed, and he's like, I'm just gonna not try anymore, and that's how he came up with it.
Yeah.
And I like how he stays in character the entire time he's at the show. If you take a picture with him, I mean, he's more than happy to take a picture with you. He loves meeting people, but he
gives you the thumbs up.
He is still Orange Cassidy when you're talking to him. You know, hey man, I actually said when he got out of the ring, I was like something along the lines of, hey man, your title's broken, because one of the side plates was coming off, and he just kind of looked down and he's like, thanks, man. And he walked away. And I was like, he's super talented guy. Needless to say, I was at WrestleMania 31 when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank, entered the match, and won the WWE Championship in the main event. And on the same on a scaled version of that, Orange Cassidy winning the title was the equal pop of Rollins' music hitting that night.
Instead of 50,000, there was 500.
It was 79,000.
Whoa.
Thank you very much. Or 90, I don't know.
Those numbers.
Whoa.
Whatever. And this was 400, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 400, isn't it?
500.
Is it 5?
Yeah, but I don't think they sold out. Anyways, I mean, so I'm looking across the ring, and, because I see the match happening in front of me, and as the ref's hand hits the ground for the third thing, you see an entire sea of people jump in unison. This was the kind of thing. So at WrestleMania, people were hugging, people were high-fiving each other, because it was like anyone but Lesnar and Roman.
Yeah.
Holy shit, the savior is here.
Yeah.
And this was the same thing. People were hugging, people were high-fiving. The first thing that happened after that title changed hands,
kissing a dog. I don't know how the dog got in there.
Is directly in front of me. Jordan turns around, and I just see two hands right in front of me. I'm like, must high five. Must high five. His dad shook my hand.
Yeah.
It was like, everyone was like, congratulations, great job. We didn't do shit.
We did it, gang.
We really did, though, because, I mean...
The Orange Cassidy's push has definitely been a fan-based push. I know that Denver, Colorado is obviously high on Orange Cassidy, and a lot of promotions...
But independent TV had the independent wrestling TV. I want to make sure I get that
whatever.
Right,
Powerbomb?
Yeah.
Yeah, Powerbomb.
Yeah. They had to have seen that at every freaking Beyond show. That's all anybody was chanting. At other people's matches, freshly squeezed, the juice is loose. Everybody wanted
Orange
him.
Cassidy and he's a guy that you don't see on every indie show. He's a guy that he pretty much seems like he stays to the Northeast for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, it's Chikara through Maine kind of thing. Seems to be his area.
Yeah, Philly and up.
But he has made a name for himself worldwide.
Yeah.
Without traveling.
New WWE champion, Orange Cassidy.
Dude, if he kept that character,
he wrestles Brock Lesnar.
they would never let him keep that character. They would never give him.
And
the
Lesnar
time.
actually just punches him directly in the face.
Just
And he
punches
just
a hole
kips
in
up
his
with
chest.
his pants.
No, he just gets knocked out.
He gets an F5 and then kips himself up.
What song? What is his entrance song? Isn't it something stupid?
It's it's Will Travel. It's by some guy. I have it.
Yeah, we'll listen to it later.
Yeah.
It's a mosey on song.
Yeah, it is.
Moseys
It's
down
the
to
Gentleman Club's theme.
Yeah.
Anyways, now the main event was Mr. Josh Briggs versus Mr. Nicholas Gage.
Nicholas fucking Gage.
MDK all fucking day. Don't play that.
I'm not playing it. Calm down.
Sir Nicholas. Fucking
It's
Gage.
called Will Travel by Tom Barry.
I'm on to you guys.
Wasn't gonna play shit.
Trying to get
I
us
know the
copyright
rules.
strikes.
I know
Okay,
the
Google.
rules.
Oh, you actually have that turned on?
Yeah, I use it all the time.
I hate it because I'm like, okay, Google.
How tall is Vince McMahon?
And it's like,
Okay,
you want
Google.
to know
How
about
crazy
the
is Vince
history of the
McMahon?
bananas.
Yeah, what are the bananas up to these days?
So bananas are all genetically modified, and we've never really tasted a real banana.
No, that's fine, but the ones I've eaten are pretty good. So
Yeah, I mean, they're decent.
I'm just gonna
I
keep
like
eating those.
Yeah. So anyways, the main event,
Oranges.
Nick
Oh,
fucking Gage
Yup.
versus Mr. Yosh Briggs
Yosh with a
in
soft
a
J.
fans bring the weapons match for the reason of fuck it, let's kill each other.
I was surprised that Josh did one of these.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of non-deathmatch wrestlers are starting
this
to deathmatch
was
wrestle.
not David Starr and Joey Janela.
No, it was Nick fucking Gage.
So was it Nick Gage and David Arquette?
This didn't even feel Nick Gagey. This was a tame fans bring the weapons match for the most part. The spots that were done were brutal, but there was nothing overly deathmatchy. It was a good old fashioned fans bring the weapons. Briggs bladed very early on, so he was bleeding quickly. There were some thumbtack spots.
And he needs Melissa to come and nurse him back to health. Ooh, yeah.
There were a couple minor thumbtack spots, but nothing too great. There was a mailbox that
I'm
made
just kidding.
a
Keep
really,
watching your child.
really satisfying thud when people got hit in the face with it. Some of the weapons were really innovative. Most of them didn't get used. I think they may have been a little too far for these guys. It was a good match. It was a nice, violent brawl. But something happened. I don't know what. If you guys want to ask Josh or Nick what happened, feel free. You might not like what happens to you. Something happened in the end. The finish didn't feel right. Something went wrong, and the finish was called, and Gage did not look happy. Not in a I lost the match grr, in a what the fuck just happened. Like, he wasn't kayfabing his way through this. He was genuinely fucking annoyed. And I don't know what happened. I overheard some things that I'm not going to repeat out of respect for the promotion and respect for the performers. Something went down. I don't know what it was. It's not my place. Maybe someone will talk about it. Maybe they won't. If ever given the opportunity, I will ask about it. I don't know. It was the ending was weird. Something. Gage cut a promo afterwards, talking about,
Was he standing?
He was.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't his knee. As far as I can tell, it wasn't his knee, because I know he was injured going into this. But Gage cut a promo about the only reason he does this is because of us, is because of the fans, Nick Gage is a guy that, he's a genuine badass. He's, this is not really a character for him. This is Nick Gage. But Nick Gage is also, if you talk to him, he's not an asshole. He'll talk to you. He'll take a picture with you. He'll sign an autograph. He doesn't care.
He's ecstatic about it.
But, he genuinely enjoys what he does. Like, he likes being a pro wrestler. And he cut a promo about that, about how grateful he is that he gets to do this because we want him to do it. It was awesome. Something happened. There were some emotions. Everyone looked awkward. Both performers, the referee, everyone involved in the match. Something happened. I don't know. Maybe it was just a missed spot. Who knows? But there seemed to be some tempers going on. Overall, great show though. I mean, Beyond's going to be running weekly live shows now.
Yeah, let's talk about that because I didn't read about that and you guys were yammering on about it.
So,
I was trying to actually fucking work. You slackers.
Yeah, 18 shows between April and July. Yep. They have a season pass available for $150 for all 18 shows.
Like that, you get to go to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're Wednesday nights at Electric Haze.
The 150 gets you all 18 shows, a Powerbomb subscription, a T-shirt, and something else.
That's pretty good.
Discounted tickets to the monthly shows.
Okay.
Yeah, and it looks like, reading between the lines and based on some things that Beyond has said, it looks like the monthly shows are going to be going down in price because they realize that $30 to $50 for an indie show is a little expensive.
Way too much.
Yeah.
However, I will give them credit. They give you a $30 show.
Right.
But once a month.
9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Right. I've been to probably 10 Beyond shows, and they're awesome. They're a lot of fun. I don't go to more because of the price.
Yeah.
It's like I can't, and now, especially now that a lot of their talent is no longer there, and guys are starting to build back up.
So for example, and this is not a shot at Beyond because obviously I love Beyond. I think Beyond is one of the best promotions on the planet.
You're wearing a Beyond hoodie right now.
I am wearing a Beyond hoodie right now. I have tickets to NXT in Lowell that were cheaper after fees than a Beyond show.
Yep.
Now, obviously, it's a completely different thing, but to say like the quality, well, hold on. NXT is Beyond right now.
Yeah.
All of their performers are guys who've wrestled for Beyond. And I know, A, it's a house show. B, it's NXT. I know that this isn't going to be a Raw house show where it's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. But 2 or 3 years ago at a house show in Lowell, Samoa Joe won the NXT Championship.
Right.
Legitimately won it. The next episode of NXT, he was champion.
Right.
NXT puts on a hell of a house show because Triple H knows what wrestling is, unlike Vince, who knows what sports entertainment is.
Right.
Yeah. Chinamen and midgets, etc. Awesome. So,
I don't think I'll do the season pass because
I
can't guarantee I'll be there for 18 Wednesdays in a row.
Well, that's the thing is I know that I don't have the time to do that just because.
What's it going to be, like a 2-hour?
It's like 8 to 10.
Yeah.
On powerbomb.tv.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's early enough where I can be like, okay, I can go every now and then.
Yeah.
But, and tickets are only going to be $10.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you go to 6 out of the 18, and then watch the rest on Powerbomb.
Exactly.
Independent wrestling.
And the nice thing is since the streaming service offers VOD so quickly within usually a couple of days.
Yeah.
Cool. If you miss one by Friday, Saturday, you can probably just watch it.
Yeah.
And it's not like WWE where you go online and immediately you know everything that happened.
Right.
I hope they start pulling at WCW and telling you what's going to happen on NXT at Uncharted Territory.
I don't think they will because everyone will switch channels.
Yeah, that didn't work out for WCW.
No.
It'd be really funny if they just had someone hold out a card that said what happened.
Everyone seems
Good job, Tony Schiavone.
I hate that though.
Tony Schiavone sucks.
Good job, Eric Bischoff. He didn't want to do that. Eric Bischoff forced him to do that.
Bischoff's a dingleberry sometimes.
He's still, in my opinion, one of the best promoters on the planet.
He is,
absolutely.
but he's a dingleberry.
He had such good intentions, and he just got under Hogan and Nash's thumb. and he couldn't get himself out.
He wanted to do too much on his own, and I think just ended up handing off jobs to people that maybe weren't right for it because he couldn't handle it anymore.
Well, especially because he had so many talented wrestling personalities behind the scenes that he could have handed these off to, but he thought, oh, well, these guys are big wrestlers. They've been big wrestlers for a long time. They can handle this. Nope, because they're full of egos, just like Cody Rhodes. How a segue is that? AEW's a thing. AEW exists, All Elite Wrestling.
All 8?
All elite.
Oh,
I like
okay.
the logo.
All 8 wrestlings.
All 8 of them.
Yeah, no, their logo is good.
I like that he wrestled in the Jaguars theme print for Wrestle Kingdom.
Yep. At first I was like, why is he wearing that weird teal? I was like, oh.
And then you can see the Jaguar print on the side.
Yeah.
So AEW is something I am simultaneously excited for and very worried about, because a lot of things can go right, a lot of things can go really, really wrong. And I'm hearing rumors that these contracts that
Pentagon.
Brittany Blake, and no, I'm thinking about people who've actually officially signed. I'm hearing that the contracts that they're offering are competitive to WWE.
That's good.
That's a lot of money.
So
It's going to keep Christopher Daniels wrestling, which I don't necessarily think is a good thing, but I'm excited about.
Christopher Daniels will be in this business until the day he dies.
Yep.
Because him and Kazarian, they're a rare breed of, they will do anything for this business. They will die in the ring if it means entertaining people. And it's funny because a lot of people look at like Daniels and Kazarian and are like, wow,
I love
they seem like
Kazarian.
assholes. It's like, that's because they're actually good heels.
Right.
And they've been good heels since TNA.
Yeah.
They've been good heels since their original Ring of Honor runs.
But they could flip the switch and be great faces.
Yeah. I remember in TNA when they were Bad Influence, and Daniel started coming to the ring with his Appletini, and I was like, this is brilliant. This is amazing. Like,
His
and then
Appletini.
he had his glove, which was just a black glove, but the middle finger didn't have a finger on it. So if he held up 5 fingers or 4 fingers, it looked like he was giving you the finger all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's clever.
the guy was brilliant. I still think Christopher Daniels, obviously, he's getting up there. He's been wrestling for because I think he debuted wrestling in like the mid-90s. Like, he's been around for a while. He hasn't missed a step though. He was Suicide for a while in TNA, also a mantle taken up by TJ Perkins. Look how good his career has gone.
He won the Cruiserweight Classic.
And then immediately was just put
Because
under
Coda
the
said no.
ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bushi was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Thanks. Anyways. Okay, first and foremost, like, opinions on AEW. I know John's opinion because, it's Cody Rhodes and...
Listen, that happened once, okay? Once.
That wasn't Cody. That was Pharaoh. The police are still looking for you.
Ew, Red Rocket. See,
What's grosser, the Pharaoh blowjob joke or fucking Priscilla Kelly?
I don't want to be doing this anymore.
I quit. I'm going home.
I have stagecoaches to rob. I don't have time for this shit.
Stagecoaches to rob.
No, I'm curious to see like what All Elite will actually look like. I guess they registered the name Tuesday Night Dynamite, so they will be,
Which is an awesome name.
right. It's a fantastic
and it's
name.
smart too if they're going Tuesday night, especially if they're doing live, because SmackDown's going to be on Friday very soon.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
SmackDown
right.
on Fox will be Friday nights, not
Yep.
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be directly competing, which was ballsy and worked for Eric when he said, let's go head-to-head with
Thursday
WWF.
Night Thunder.
Well, no, Monday
and
Nitro.
Thursday.
Well, yeah, Monday Nitro.
That was ballsy.
Pasta Mania, brother.
But
Seriously, if you have not seen that promo, watch. It's from the first Nitro.
Cody and the Bucks, whoever's actually in charge of this shit would be an idiot to do it right now, because WWE is not in this situation where they're like,
Oh no, what do we do?
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not.
We don't know who else is there.
They're not low-hanging fruit right now. They're not slim. It's not like we can take them right now. Right now, they can't. They cannot take them. Maybe in the future, they can.
Yep.
But TNA was smart about it. They said, we're not going to try to directly compete.
Yep.
And then they kind of started to, and it worked out badly.
From what I read, Cody's an executive producer and the Bucks are bookers.
I want to...
I don't like that word next to any of their names.
I'm curious as to what kind of venues are they running? Are they running White Eagles? Are they running Centrums? Are they running Jacksonville Jaguars fucking stadium?
No. If they think they can consistently... Let's say they do one of their shows at the Jaguars stadium... They're going to realize really quickly how much they bit off more than they can chew. Because they are not going to sell 80,000 tickets.
But they don't have to.
If they are running...
That's for them to recoup their mony.
5,000 seat venue.
Yeah, but if they... hold on.
If all year round that's what they're doing, and then their big one is there, it's going to be fine.
But it's going to look like shit when you fucking... are like, we're live at Jaguar Stadium, and there's like
Not
fucking
if you do
10,000 people
and you
there.
make seats as cheap as possible, and you just fill them.
Even that, because it's not about how cheap the seats are.
It's
people
about
have
going
to
to
travel.
Jacksonville. And nobody wants
So you
to
do
go
it
to
during the
Jacksonville.
summer when everybody's down there already anyways.
So what? They're fucking, it's going to be, your 90-year-old Nana and your fucking 70-year-old
parents. All the
parents.
kids on break from college and all that shit that go down to Florida and all that.
I don't think... I think they would be extremely stupid, at least in the first couple of years to do this.
I think if
it would just make them look like chumps.
If you're consistently, selling out Madison Square Garden or Staples Center,
I think the Centrum
venue.
Talking about Massachusetts, where WWE runs to the Garden.
Yeah.
The TD Bank North Garden, not the Madison Square.
Just TD Garden.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Know
AEW.
your fucking shit, bud.
Welcome to the jungle.
The Fleet Center?
Do some research.
Nobody does research. That should be our new shirt. Do some fucking research.
Fucking research, will you?
If AEW was running the mid-size hockey venues like the Centrum, I think that is a really good starting point because it allows them to tour. I'm sure like the DCU Center now, what the Centrum is now.
Whatever.
For people who are uninitiated.
Because they're only doing SmackDown and house shows.
Yeah, no, and even SmackDowns are rare.
Yeah.
And house shows are even rare. We haven't had a house show in
the last one was
2 years.
Yeah.
Well, we just had SmackDown.
They go to Lowell. They go to the Aganis.
No, that's
the NSBU.
No,
the
they haven't done a
shows-
SmackDown in Lowell.
No,
No, not a SmackDown house show.
No.
Even house shows. No, they've been doing house shows at the Garden.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't fucking understand it. Anyways, I think AEW would be smart to run.
Because you could even put the screens down for hockey games where they know they're not going to sell it out. They put the screens down, so then it's like the lower bowl and then half of the upper.
Run the Centrum. Run the Hartford Civic Center.
Yep.
Run the SNHU Arena. Well, it used to be the Verizon Wireless Arena, I think it was.
The one up in Mance, Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run that weird upstate New York one that they ran Evolution at.
The
Coliseum.
Glens Falls Coliseum or whatever.
Yeah.
That's where Hacksaw Jim Duggan's from.
Was it really? That wasn't me.
That was you.
Don't
It
run...
wasn't.
Anyways, don't bite off more than you can chew.
was Tom
Grow
Collins.
naturally. I think that's what I'm worried about is they're going to think that All In was successful, kind of. And they're going to say...
I wouldn't say it was kind of. I would say it definitely was.
It sold tickets.
Yeah.
I still stand. That was a good wrestling show.
Yeah.
It was not great. It was not amazing. It was good.
All right. So, as a successful business venture, I have these glasses in my hand, and I'm setting out to sell 10,000 pairs of these glasses. I sell 10,000 pairs of these glasses, and they all break 20 days later, but I have a zero return policy. I think that's a success
in
for
under
me.
half an hour.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was not financially successful.
Yes.
I'm saying as a wrestling show, it was a great launching point.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. It was.
Yeah. I don't think it was ever meant to be anything different than that.
Well, no, they put on the ultimate indie show, and it was a pretty good. I've seen better shows at Electric Haze. Like.
Yeah, remember that time Dick Justice and Orange Cassidy were wrestling, and then they split Orange Juice and the robot size, and the robot went nuts and killed everybody? That was pretty good.
I'm not one of them, but they're as much as you think it was like a Ring of Honor show or whatever we want to call it, there's somebody else that's on a podcast right now talking about how it was the best show they've seen all year.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
Because it was in their mind.
Right.
It wasn't the best wrestling show.
And Mason, you're wrong.
Yeah. Fucking Mason. Yeah, I just said fuck at a 10-year-old. Or is he 11 yet? I don't know. Graham, let us know about that. We want to wish him a happy birthday when it comes. We won't say fuck.
I probably will.
Yeah, we will. Ding ding or something. I don't know. Fuck it. Who cares?
When he turns 13, we can say it twice, right?
No, just once. You can only say it once in a PG-13 movie. As soon as you say it twice, it automatically becomes an R.
Well, fuck that fucking noise.
I know. I agree. We are way past R. We
just went rated R. I know.
We went rated R like minute 3. Full penetration on the blade job this week.
Oh.
Yeah. I liked All In. I thought All In was a great experiment, but at the end of the day, it still felt like a Ring of Honor show to me.
What about at the beginning of the day?
Beginning of the day, I didn't really know what I was expecting.
I was hanging out with the NWO at the beginning of the day.
The biggest thing that happened to me that made All In more than just a Ring of Honor show was Jericho. Jericho being there elevated it because everyone else on the card was an indie guy or a New Japan guy or a Ring of Honor guy. Jericho was the legend that was like involved. Like, yeah, you can say DDP and Tommy Dreamer and stuff like that, but
Tim Storm.
Tim Storm. I think that the NWA match, the title match, at the end of the day was poorly paced.
C+.
C+. That's a great way to put it. And it didn't matter because he lost it a month later.
Yeah.
It was an irrelevant title change.
That bums me out because I was so excited for that match going in, and then just the way the whole
that's
thing
a good question.
fizzled out.
With Cody having such a relationship with the NWA based on his father's involvement, is there going to be an AEW World Heavyweight Championship? Or are they going to partner with the NWA and have the NWA title be part of their show?
I hope not.
I think they should have their own but all promotions have their own championship. Back in the territory days, they had their championship, but the NWA World Heavyweight Championship was the big one.
It's going to make people uncomfortable, I think, if that happens. It's going to make people weary of what's going on.
They have to walk a very fine line because they have two options. They can continue with the blueprint of All In and try to be a super indie organization, which they've already failed at by offering exclusive contracts.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that bums me out to hear that.
That's just like what I was saying a couple weeks ago.
I guess it depends if it's going to be exclusive and non-exclusive.
They're honestly one or the other. Don't do both. Don't do what Ring of Honor's doing because it's fucking stupid. Don't you fucking dare.
I've been staring at those.
They're not for you. You're on a diet. No, you're making him fat again.
Here you go, fatty. Eat
fatty,
up, kid.
fatty.
Listen, I've dropped like 10 pounds in the last 4
Who
weeks.
cares?
Okay?
You're going to be gaining it soon because you're trying to quit smoking.
I'm doing good. I'm over a week now.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, bud.
So the exclusive do one or the other. Like, you either, if you want to be this next big, if you actually want to be competition for New Japan, for WWE, you have one or the other. Like, Impact is in this weird place where, like, they're kind of exclusive contracts, but they're not at the same time. Like, I don't understand when, like, Jordan Grace was like, I'm done with the indies, I'm doing fucking Impact now. But Sami Callihan...
She just wrestled for a thing I saw.
Progress.
Is that what that was?
It's not in the U.S., so it doesn't matter.
No, the one in Chicago. There's St. Louis. She just wrestled in St. Louis or something.
Well,
I don't know.
She won the Progress Women's Championship like a week ago and defended it last night. So either way, it was probably for Progress.
Oh, it was last night. It was okay.
Because she may have been defending the Progress Championship at somewhere else. I don't know.
Probably.
But it was a Progress sanction. I don't know. Whatever. But like Sami Callihan has been showing up at Wrestling Has Tomorrow this entire time. So their contracts seem to be in that exclusive but not exclusive. I'm saying AEW, no pun intended, go all in. Like, shit or get off the pot.
Yep.
You know, if you want to be your own promotion, as much as I think it's one of you
it's
fuckers.
Me.
Mine's silent.
It's Tom Collins.
Tom Collins. He's dead, though. Is this like Joey Ryan's fucking dick druid showing up?
It's text from the grave, man.
So, like, we're
on Vibrate now, baby.
I want AEW to be a competitor because TNA was a competitor.
You just want them to put Ring of Honor out of business.
I don't really give a shit about Ring. I just
really
don't.
does.
But here's the thing: I don't care about Ring of Honor. It does not affect me in any way. Their exclusive contracts are going to people I don't even want to see anyways, so it doesn't
Brody
matter.
King.
PCO.
Heidenreich.
God damn it. How about AG wants to wrestle fucking Gangrel, which is amazing.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
I was going to mention that when you were talking about New Year's. I love the Legends.
I told him he
wants
should
to.
wrestle Glacier, and he was like, I'm in.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to AEW. I would not be mad if AEW became the new WCW. Mm-hmm. I would not be mad about I'm very critical about Cody Rhodes. I am not a fan of Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes is a smart wrestler. I think he seems like a nice guy, and I hope he is successful in everything he does. But I don't think that he has done enough since he's left WWE to warrant this unyielding praise of him. He deserves praise, but people are like, he's the greatest thing that's ever happened. No, he's not. He's not even close. He's good.
Arguably
very
to the
good.
Indies.
But he
In the last 5 years,
I would
Indies.
say yes to the
were
Indies.
You, well, hold on. Were you going to indie shows when he first left WWE?
No.
He was doing.
I went because of him.
He was, which, okay, sure. He was, I saw Tommaso Ciampa essentially job to him. It was a good match, but it wasn't a great match. But I also saw the way he was handling himself at this show. This is the first show I saw him on the indies after he left WWE.
Yeah.
He had a handler, and this was how you met him. Hi, nice to meet you. Take your photo. Okay, bye. Like like I was watching him, and I'm like,
Which is probably because he was still in the WWE routine.
but I don't know. It just felt weird because
He never had to do it. He never had to work at gymnasiums or anything like that. He had to go backwards.
True, he went straight to WWE, and that's fine. I don't think he deserves. I think there are people who have done more for independent wrestling in the past 5 years than Cody Rhodes has.
He did Slammiversary, WrestleMania, and Wrestle Kingdom all in a 12-month span.
Hold on. I am not taking anything away from Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has done a lot. He is not the greatest thing that professional wrestling has ever had.
No, but I think in the last 5 years, he jump-started it into putting more eyes on the product than we potentially would have seen
Butts
before.
in seats.
Exactly.
I have never, ever gone to an indie show because of Cody Rhodes.
Because you were already going.
No, not necessarily. The XWA show, I went because Ciampa was there.
But no. You were already interested in independent wrestling as a whole. He made people understand what independent wrestling was and bring it to.
I don't agree because I've seen that 100 times with 100 different wrestlers. I don't think Cody broke any barriers.
Yeah,
down.
but it's usually, Cody Rhodes when he was in WWE was a legitimate like mid-carder, Intercontinental champion.
He held the Cosmic Key.
Correct.
He held the Cosmic Key.
His brother is Goldust. His dad is Dusty Rhodes.
He was a name. It wasn't like I'll take Tenille Dashwood, for example. People know who she is, but so let's say Cody stayed in WWE and Tenille Dashwood got let go from WWE. and went to the indies, people would be like, "Oh, it's Emma," like, cool, neat, and it would fizzle out. It's like when I saw Carlito, he was a decent mid-card.
Yeah, sure.
And it was just like, oh, he's wrestling the opening match of a show in a basketball gym where 2 gyms down you can hear a basketball game going on against Mike Vernon.
And if he never did Ring of Honor or he never did Wrestle Kingdom, it wouldn't have had the same impact. It would have fizzled out.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You say, like, Cody Rhodes leaving and going to the indies brought more eyes onto the independent scene. People went to shows because Cody Rhodes was there, and they were like, oh, I want to go see Cody Rhodes. In the past 10 years, I can name a name that did that to a show as well as Cody Rhodes did.
But that's not what I'm saying. I think that Cody...
That's exactly what you said, though.
Okay, so then I'm not explaining it well enough. So Cody coming to the independents and doing all those shows, joining the Bullet Club, now puts eyes on the Bullet Club, which makes people want to know about the Bullet Club, which makes people want to go to these shows that Cody's at. It only has to happen once. And then once that happens, they're introduced to all these other wrestlers that they're now building relationships with and building foundations with.
It's a disease.
Every wrestler who has been in WWE has done that. Kevin Nash doesn't even need to wrestle. He just, Kevin Nash is appearing. People will go because Kevin Nash is there, and the same thing will happen. Oh, this guy's who's this fucking Mike Verna? Oh, he's amazing. I like him. I want to see more shows he's on.
I wouldn't say amazing.
You shut the fuck up. Why are you always shitting on Mike Verna? He's better than Cody. Yeah, I said it. Maybe not, but still.
He's not. He's good.
Well, hold on. What about Mitch Taverna?
Mitch Taverna, now that's another story.
He's a wrestler.
NXT superstar.
I don't think Cody has done as much as people are giving him credit for. I think he's done a lot for wrestling. What we were actually talking about, AEW, this could change wrestling. I don't think that. So creatively, if what you said is true, Cody is an executive producer. The Bucks are going to be your head bookers. That means the Bucks should never touch a title in that company.
Unless storyline-wise, it makes absolute sense.
If they win the tag titles within the first year of this company, I call bullshit.
Yes. I'm perfectly fine with them being the gatekeepers to the titles. Let them be that team you have to beat to get challenged. I'm cool with that. I don't think they should. I think you're right. I think within the first year,
here's your smart thing. You want to use the Bucks. You want to put titles on them. Great. Break them up. Mid-card title. They feud over it.
Yep.
Because when was the last time we saw the Bucks doing singles?
As long as it's not a month long. Don't extend it out to 6 months. Don't make that feud that long.
Yeah.
No, make that feud that long because one of them gets the opportunity, he loses. A bunch of other people get the opportunity, and then they're still brothers. They're still fine.
I'm cool with that.
But then one of them turns on the other one and says, no, fuck you, I want that title.
I'm cool with that as long as it's not WWE style where we're watching Shinsuke versus AJ for 6 months.
If they're smart, they won't do that. If they're going to do that, they already failed.
Right. Yeah, I think they're smart enough not to do that.
So, rumors are that they're already working on a TV deal with Turner Broadcasting, Time Warner, whatever the fuck it's called these days.
TBS, so we'll be on
TBS
TNT?
or TNT.
We'll get Conan and AEW.
So,
yeah.
Here's the thing. So you have a TV series. First and foremost, TV title. Defended all the time. Not necessarily every week, but consistently. So we have something to look forward to on a weekly basis. You don't want to... So say they end up on TBS TNT. Both channels have already set a precedence for more mature content on their channels. Mm-hmm. Don't go...
Tyler Perry's House of Pain.
Attitude Era. Don't go PG. Mm-hmm. Find a nice balance of a realistic... Get yourself sponsors who are going to let you be you. Let them, because we all know how neutered WWE is by their... I don't blame Vince. I don't blame Triple H. I don't blame Vince. I don't blame Vince either. I don't blame Triple H. I don't blame Stephanie. It's shareholders. It's investors. it's sponsors, it's shit like that.
It's a bunch of wieners is what it is.
Pretty much. Or as we'd call them, because we're not PG, a bag of dicks.
Dicks and suits.
Wieners is also funny.
Wieners.
So,
don't be a deathmatch promotion, but don't be a PG promotion.
Be a life match promotion.
Every match is just like two people telling each other how much they matter.
Life affirmation.
They have to swipe right on the person they're challenging.
Shut the fuck up.
So they're all just going to have one-night stands and fuck each other live on TNT?
Yeah, no, what is it called? Tuesday Night Dynamite? Yeah.
Also, is it going to be live or is it going to be pre-taped? That's interesting to me.
I don't know.
I'd like
Do your research.
Do your fucking research. I don't know. I want it to be good. I want AEW to succeed because I want...
And then you want Cody to fail singly.
Yeah, I want Cody to fail, but I want everyone else to do well. People are like, AEW's going to kill WWE. Okay, no. No, they're not. No one...
I mean, it could, but,
it's not gonna
15 years from now, if they do play their cards right.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. WWE actually will never go away until, all McMahons are die. All McMahons are die! In a fiery plane crash, and then Triple H happens to trip and break his neck on the stairs.
How old are...
But still get up and walk away somehow.
How old are Triple H and Stephanie's kids?
10. Not super old.
Yeah. I
think Shane's boys are older than...
Yeah.
Trips and Stephanie's girls.
There's all...
right.
And they both have multiple children. A McMahon will take over this company. Period.
I wonder if Vince is as soon as my first grandkid turns 18, that's when I'm out. So it keeps going.
I don't think so. But.
Love me some Vin Mac.
You know what would be fantastic? AEW. They come out swinging. They're running a live show on Tuesday nights. They're doing these mid-sized hockey arenas. Their shows are good. Their product's good. The storylines are good. The wrestling's good. Everything's going well. This is cool. This is awesome. And then WWE goes, you know what? They are doing well. They might actually be competition.
Let's buy him out.
Let's buy him out.
Yeah.
Because billionaire to billionaire, who's the billionaire going to listen to? The other billionaire or the
Especially
fucking...
when your football team sucks.
The southern boy with a lisp, That
was mean.
I know, right? Maybe that's the point where their product starts to change again. Competition is good. Competition is...
Yeah. WWE's best era was when WCW was...
And WCW's best era. They both had ECW's best era. All three of them...
ECW's only era, but...
No, ECW had a lot more than that.
I know.
But that's when the competition was so fierce and everyone was trying to one-up one another. Fierce. It was such a... I watched wrestling in the early 90s.
When it was on.
This is fun. Yeah, Saturday night. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, whatever. And then Raw started, so every now and then Monday night said, watch Raw. But then, Nitro debuted. And, both promotions changed. They became something else. And it was the best time. It was just everyone was competing with one another. They were, inventing new matches and inventing new pair-ups.
Yeah, Judy Bagwell on a forklift.
Judy Bagwell on a forklift. People were jumping ship. You never know who was going to show up on what show. Luger was on Raw and Nitro because shit's pre-taped.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Rude. It was Rick. It wasn't Luger. It was Rick Rude.
Lex Luger.
That's right.
Sucked.
Luger was on a WWF pay-per-view, and then the next night he was on Nitro, I think.
Yep.
And then Rick Rude was on Raw and Nitro the same night because of the pre-taped nature of Raw.
Yep.
And that was something I really appreciate. It's as far as I know, Nitro never pre-taped in the history of Nitro. They may have done some Christmas episodes and stuff like that.
They had segments that were pre-taped when they were at Universal or Disney, but that was it.
Well, no, that was WCW Saturday Night. That was never Nitro.
Right.
WCW Saturday Night was pre-taped because they tape a 3-hour show and they have 3 weeks of programming.
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is this? Oh,
It's my foot.
it's my dick. That's a big dick.
Hiding rakes.
Good job.
Hiding rakes.
God damn it. I want AEW. I want them. I mean, my wish list. That's what we're gonna end with. My wish list: 3-title system, World Tag Mid, live 2-hour show.
We still have one of the main pay-per-views of the year to talk about.
Oh, I don't really give a shit, but you guys can talk about that. Go ahead.
Well, finish your thought.
I didn't watch it, so I have nothing to add to this conversation. 3-title system.
Yep.
What about a women's?
Yeah, 4.
Oh, yeah, 4. We got to have the women's title.
What about a women's mid? What about a women's tag?
All right, now you just got to stop.
Well, no. Now you're just being sexist, you piece of shit.
Well, probably. So,
what if the tag titles is intergender?
What if all titles?
I think all titles should be intergender.
You don't need a women's championship if all titles are intergender titles.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
I'm not being sexist. I'm being fucking progressive, motherfuckers. I'm sorry, fatherfuckers.
Non-specified parent fuckers.
Parent, non-binary gender parent fuckers. I want. I know.
At Blade Job Parkins.
You son of a bitch. So our producer just all sent us messages to plug Twitter and stuff like that, and we all got the same message, and Blade Job Yolan decided to show it to me, even though I got the same fucking message.
You didn't touch your phone. I wanted
Yes,
to make sure you
did.
saw it.
I just did that.
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
Some people's kids.
So unfocused. I know. Some people's non-specified children. Parent fuckers.
Non-binary.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. I mean, it doesn't make sense when we do it. It doesn't matter. 3-title system, live 2-hour show. Go. What do you want? We're off the rails at this point.
I want them to. I hope that it's not WCW at the end. This could easily from the beginning be WCW at the end. Fucking Cody. Oh, now Kenny Omega's champion. I did the finger poke of death for those of you who can't see us.
Which is like 20 years old as of like yesterday or 2 days ago or something
Which,
like that.
I mean, we have a video camera sitting literally on the fucking table.
We'll get there.
Set it the
We'll
fuck
get
up.
lighting.
The lights are there.
The lights are in.
No, you don't understand fucking lighting.
Look, there's a tripod. We can put the camera right on it.
So we're going to get a black couch.
We have
And
a
we have a
black
desk.
background where
And then you need
have
to
a
make
desk.
money to go to college.
I'm not banging Heidenreich for the last fucking time.
All right. You guys talk about Wrestle Kingdom. I'll be right back.
It was much less hyped this year than it was last year.
Yep.
Because everybody knows that all of the gentlemen we just talked about were going to lose their match
To go to All Elite Wrestling.
to go to All Elite Wrestling
Or WWE.
or WWE.
Yeah.
Do you think Kenny's going to WWE
I think so.
to wrestle AJ Styles at WrestleMania?
I think so.
That'd be dope. Shit would be dope.
I think he'll go. I think Coda will go with him. He might end up going to AEW afterwards, but
Yeah, I think they will sign a 1 or 2 year deal.
I'm okay with the Bucks and Cody never going back to WWE or never going to WWE.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
Or fucking owning AEW and doing a couple one-offs.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too.
Like I would like to see AEW get big enough where WWE would be okay with them doing a couple one-offs
Yep.
here or there.
I'm excited to see who else signs with them.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what that roster looks like.
Yes.
If it's going to be people we've never heard of, people they've been paying attention to that...
Ibushi wore pants. Didn't wear pants.
Okada
He didn't
wore
wear
pants.
pants. Okada didn't wear. Someone didn't wear
Jeez,
pants.
you're so
Jay White
uncultured.
wore pants and he was boring as fuck.
Yeah.
He is
Did you eat Pocky while you were watching? Did you play some?
No, I cleaned an apartment.
While you were watching.
Yeah. I had it on my computer. I just brought it with every room with me.
What
Yeah.
apartment were you cleaning?
I do that all the time.
Your apartment?
No.
Someone else's apartment?
Your lady friends?
Yeah.
Ooh, she's already got you cleaning her own house.
No, I did it out of the kindness of my heart. She was sick. I thought it was going to be helpful.
Fucking bitch.
We need to ask. Hold on. Let's ask our resident
lady.
feminist, Melissa. We need you to chime in on
Does she need a
3-week
man?
relationship
Does she
and
need a
having
man
him
to
clean your
her?
apartment.
She didn't ask me to. I did.
Doesn't matter, Melissa.
The typical male just trying to fucking
message me independently, Melissa. I'll keep this under wraps, and then I will say everything you say on the air next week.
And we'll do some fucking research.
Melissa, just remember that I love you.
To the person who doesn't listen to the show who might be doing our t-shirts, that's a good t-shirt idea. Remember that.
Hey, so anyway, what's going to happen to Chase Owens and Yujiro Takahashi, when everybody leaves? Because they're not part of the Bullet Club anymore. They're part of the Elite. Are they going to go to All Elite Wrestling?
Well, yeah, it's All the Elite Wrestling.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I wish they weren't.
So, Chase Owens is fine.
Fine, yeah.
Yujiro Takahashi's there.
That character needs to change. I hate that
The
character.
Tokyo Pimp.
I hate it so much.
Yo, Tokyo Pimps are great.
I love when he's on Being the Elite and just, like, hammered drunk.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah, that guy.
He was wearing, like, a blonde wig one time. They're like, where'd you find that? Where'd you get that? He's like, I found it.
No, hold on. Let's say Kenny goes to WWE instead of AEW. He won't be on Being the Elite anymore, which means he won't wear his dad glasses and read books and then go,
no, we'll get him on him up, down, down all the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to run down the, should I run down the card? Nah. All right. 6-man match happened. Nobody cares about that. Will Ospreay, Kota Ibushi. You should watch that.
Which was the opening
versus
match.
Ibushi.
Yeah.
Meow.
Meow. Zack Sabre against Tomohiro Ishii. They're both very good, like, technical wrestlers, and then Tomohiro Ishii can just fucking.
What was the one that you and I went to where it was ZSJ versus someone, and we're like, this match is Oh.
That was Martin Stone.
Oh, yes.
And I wasn't there.
You weren't?
No.
I was there.
That was Trash Can and Joe Nolan. But I don't think
we didn't know each other
Nolan
yet.
At the time.
Who?
I think we followed each other on Twitter.
I still don't know him.
All right. Anyway.
Thought I knew him.
Pretty happy about this, even though I think Sonata's fucking boring. So the Guerrillas of Destiny were tag team champs, and they lost to Evil and Sonata, as well as the Young Bucks lost because they didn't win.
But were they pinned?
Do you think they're going to AEW?
Who?
The Guerrillas of Destiny.
Oh, no.
Young Bucks? No, definitely not.
The Young Bucks probably not.
No, they're going to WWE. They're bookers for AEW, but they're going to go for WWE instead.
No, I said Guerrillas of Destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not.
Who cares?
Kushida lost the Junior Heavyweight Championship to Taiji Ishimori, which I like Kushida a lot.
Yep.
He's very
Kushida,
good.
I feel like, gets in these situations where he gets the respect that he deserves, and then it's immediately taken away from him.
Yep.
Every single time.
Yep. Jay White defeated Okada. Jay White sucks. He sucks
so
a fucking fart out of a balloon.
He's so boring.
He just sucks. I don't know.
He is like the, you know, in like the old 80s movies where it was like the yacht club bros were the bad guys?
Yeah.
He's like the sidekick that just doesn't stop running his mouth.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stand him.
Yeah. He's a fucking squid. I don't like him. Naito beat Chris Jericho. Was that Chris Jericho's first defense?
Yes.
See, that kind of sucks.
No, I feel like he defended it at Dominion.
He won it at Dominion, homeboy.
Yeah.
He won it at Dominion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was his first defense.
Yeah. That sucks.
No, whatever then.
And Tanahashi defeated Kenny Omega.
Omega.
By the way, did you see any of the results from what happened on New Year's Dash?
No.
Yeah. Jay White is challenging Tanahashi for the title.
We've already seen that match.
Why are we skyrocketing him to heavyweight championship matches?
We've already seen Tanahashi against Jay White, and it was clear that Jay White brought down Tanahashi, much like Jay White brought down Okada.
Mm-hmm.
Like they say AJ Styles could wrestle a broom and make it look good. Jay White is the exact opposite. He could wrestle AJ Styles and make AJ Styles look bad.
Yep.
He just sucks.
Is it because his face? It's only his face.
No.
Looks like he's like 12 years old.
No, I just think that his moves are they're much to be
He looks
desired.
like John Cusack.
Yes, he does.
Like a weird John
With like
Cusack.
that shitty fucking green-blue hair.
Yeah.
That,
Yep.
you know, all the Hot Topic kids had for a while in the early 2000s.
Yep.
Trash Can had it.
And today.
Oh, yeah, Trash Can still has it.
The hits of yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
You guys don't understand that because we don't have a fucking camera set up.
Well, I don't think Trash Can's going to be on camera.
Yeah, you don't even understand look, I've got the booking for the next year planned out, and it doesn't involve Trash Can.
Does it involve Josh Briggs?
No, it doesn't involve anyone. It's just going to be you alone on camera.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I even shaved.
You're going to have to get a suit and tie?
No. I have several.
No, none of the corporate. Anyways, continue.
I have 2. Oh, no, that's it. Also, again, you can follow me at High Voltage 1987. You can follow...
What?
No, I'm Blade Job Perkins now. Yeah, Blade Job Perkins.
You have been for like 3 months.
Whatever. I have like 700 followers now.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty
broke
cool.
666.
I did.
So you ruined.
I know. I don't even care anymore. I'm just like, I hit my goal. But you can follow JRT at
The Blade Job Show and also Blade Job JRT.
And fucking what's his head over here? Where can we find you?
Blade Job Jolin.
Blade Job John Olin.
Joe Nolan.
Bjorg
Jolinson. And you can also listen to us if you're not already on the YouTubes, which might include video someday if we get the lighting right. You could also...
And the licensing rights.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have to have licensing?
Yeah, I gotta sell myself the licensing rights to the show.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I mean, that should be
poor.
That should be a whole thing. Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher.
I love radios.
iHeartRadios.
I love radios.
Steel car radios.
I
wanted to do that when I went to New York. And
check us out on the Daily Smark. We're on their website.
Yeah.
Daily Smark, that's right.
Yeah.
And powerslam.tv. You can get a 30-day free trial using promo code BLADEJOB. All one word.
Blade Job.
All capital letters.
Like blow job, but blade job.
That's true. And I think we are out of time. Actually, this is a super fucking long episode.
Yeah.
Enjoy the bonus content. We have been going longer.
It's true.
Which is why we've all been getting up to use the bathroom.
It's true.
Show. Anyway, have a great week, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
See you next time, Space Cowboy.